Welcome to the latest episode of Hero Spotlight, featuring Yin, a strong solo carry who can pull his foes into his domain and crush them in one-on-one duels. Hero skills. First skill, Charged Punch. Yin gains extra movement speed and enhances his next basic attack. Upon hitting an enemy with the enhanced basic attack, Yin will launch another attack on a rectangular area ahead, dealing physical damage and reducing part of Charged Punch's cooldown. Charged Punch is Yin's main damage source. The extra movement speed also allows him to outrun or kite his enemy in battle. Second skill, Instant Blast. Yin dashes forward, leaving a golden ring behind while dealing physical damage to enemies along the way. He'll gain damage reduction if an enemy hero is hit during the process. The golden ring will then catch up with Yin, dealing physical damage and stunning enemies it passes through. Instant Blast is Yin's key control and engage tool that allows him to quickly approach and control his target. Leah's first skill, Frenzy Strike. Leah smashes an area ahead successively, inflicting physical damage and slow. The smashing speed will gradually increase over the first half of the duration, while the smashes will automatically lock onto nearby enemies. The latter half of the smashes, however, can only attack in a fixed direction. Leah can perform other actions during the latter half of the duration. Frenzy Strike, with its continuous damage, is Yin's burst skill after he turns into Leah. Leah's second skill, Instant Blast. Leah strikes a flying kick forward, leaving a golden ring behind while dealing physical damage to enemies along the way. Enemies hit will also be knocked back slightly. He'll gain damage reduction if an enemy hero is hit during the process. The golden ring will then catch up with Yin, dealing physical damage and stunning enemies it passes through. Compared to the previous Instant Blast, this enhanced version inflicts higher damage and a longer stun. Follow it up with Frenzy Strike for maximum damage. Ultimate. My turn. Yin pulls an enemy hero into his domain and turns into Leah. When in the domain, the two are immune to other hero skills. If Yin successfully kills the enemy, he'll leave the domain with the cooldowns of Frenzy Strike and Instant Blast reset and continue to fight as Leah for a while. My Turn serves as the core of Yin's skill set and allows him to isolate and pick off an enemy target in team fights. Passive. Leave it to me. Yin deals extra damage when there are no allied heroes around. Leave it to me allows Yin to easily outdamage his opponent during the laning phase and in his domain. Pro tips. Pro tip number 1. Cast Flicker after Instant Blast to move further away from the golden ring so it can stun enemies in a wider area. Pro tip number 2. When inside the domain, cast Frenzy Strike around the center to cover the largest area possible. Skill combos. Laning phase. In the laning phase, Yin can cast Charged Punch to close the distance between him and his target, and then Instant Blast to dash into their face and launch the enhanced basic attack while they're stunned. Team fights. During team fights, Yin can rely on the extra movement speed from Charged Punch to charge at his target, launching the enhanced basic attack, then deny their escape with Instant Blast. After that, he can pull the target into his domain with his ultimate, cast Instant Blast again to approach and control them, and finally, Frenzy Strike to deliver the fatal smashes. Tactics. Early to mid-game. With his flexible damage tools, Yin can easily stand out in the early to mid-game. The damage boost from his passive also allows him to easily outdamage his opponent. Late game. Despite the strong laning phase, late game is when Yin truly shines. With his ultimate, Yin can easily isolate the enemy's key carry from the team fight to gain an advantage for his team. It doesn't even matter if he can win the one-on-one duel afterward. For equipment, we recommend this build for balanced damage and durability. For emblem, choose Festival of Blood or the Fighter emblem. The extra spell vamp will greatly boost Yin's sustain. Among the battle spells, Flicker is the perfect choice for both offense and defense. Finally, a friendly reminder for all Hanabi, Ling, and Sylvana lovers. Always keep your guard up when you see an enemy Yin getting close, and try your best to avoid getting pulled into his domain. Well, that's all for our new hero, Yin, the martial genius. And until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn.